Yo, what's up? This is Shamar from In Between the Lines podcast where nothing is out of bounds. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. What's going on, brother?
What's up, my guy?
Cooling. How was your week?
Crazy. It's always crazy, man. I work hard.
You work hard?
Work hard.
Yeah.
Trying to be the best.
Trying to be the best?
Trying to be the best, man. That's all I know, bro.
Hey, man, that's a good thing.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I
Positive
mean?
energy.
Always striving for more. Always
Positive-
striving
Positive energy, brother.
so that lady ain't got to work.
I'm sorry?
So that lady ain't got to work.
You want to run that by me one more time? You crazy?
Yeah. So, I'm going to start it off today.
Oh, man. He been sitting on something.
I've been sitting on something because it was just fresh in the barbershop conversation that I posed to a lot of customers, and it gave good feedback. So the question is,
Hold on. Everybody hold on. If you at home, American people, have a seat, sit down. Might want to get something to eat.
it's
gonna
not,
be a
it's
good
not
one.
even, it's not even a serious. It's not a serious question. It's just a question. It's a barbershop question.
Okay.
So the question is Steve Harvey funny?
No. That's easy. No.
Why?
I feel like, honestly, the shit he say is like scripted shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's off the top, like, spontaneously funny. I don't think he has that in him. It's like scripted shit that he do. And a lot of his stuff is written because he on a lot of game hosting stuff now. His career changed. But being a comedian, I think them days is over.
So do you ever think he was funny? Is really the question. Do you ever think he was funny?
I would say, from my experiences, is listening to him more on the radio. Well, he had the morning show.
He still has it.
Oh, he do? I didn't know that because I don't follow him. He calling in shit. And I think he a fraud. But that's a whole nother thing.
Fraud.
I just think he a fraud, man. Fake boy, man. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Hey, no,
Not a fan.
listen. I have that argument all the time. I tell people you can sense.
Yeah, I don't buy none of that shit, bro. It's all
Okay.
stage shit, like staged. But comedian, he's not funny. I don't know. I ain't really got too much to.
So how do you explain the success?
Being a house nigga.
Oh,
Yeah, take that. Ah!
you the violent one today.
No, that ain't it. That's just that's an honest answer. I think that's my opinion. I think he keeping it a bean.
House nigga?
Yeah, I think he a house nigga, bro.
Man, like not just a corporate guy or the corporate
That too,
plant.
that too.
But why it gotta be a house?
Because I think once the
You don't think he's for the people? You don't think he does things that's for the people or for the culture or anything?
for the culture, no.
Or you think it's all for him?
It's all for him. I don't, again, I don't follow him at all. And again, listen, this ain't really a mean streak against Steve Harvey. I'm just not a fan, and I don't buy his comedy. I don't think it's comedy. You know what I'm saying? He might have a moment, but I don't think he can carry a show. You know what I'm saying? Like going on tour, city after city. I don't think he can carry, a comedy tour.
Okay.
As a host.
Yeah, and that's what we were discussing in the barbershop when I brought that question up. He's a great host.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Some people have that.
He has the charisma
Yes.
to be on the spot funny or make funny of certain things that might pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he has enough wit and enough knowledge to.
That's
to
what it
counter-
is.
to-
Wit with sarcasm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give him that. And again, that might be just where he at in his career. So let me be clear. Even though I think he a house nigga, I do. I ain't got no hate against him. You know what I'm saying? Good luck, my guy, but I don't fuck with you.
Well, I don't think you need any more good luck. He rich as hell. I mean, like, what else more do we need? But that's what I'm saying. Like, how was? I mean, I guess because that's how you say it. It's just like I don't know where the success came from. Like, I don't understand the need because he wasn't funny.
No, at all.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I and that's why I asked the question because I'm like, outside of Family Feud, I do tune into Family Feud, and I think it's more because of the time slot that it's in. So in this area, come on like between 5 and 7. So that's when the shop is winding down. We done looked at sports all day. You know what I mean?
Safe show.
Yeah, the news is off. So we
Right.
like, let's just switch it to something. You know what I mean? And I think he's great on the Family Feud.
It's
I
like-
think
it's
I
like
think he
listening-
brung it back.
It's like going from hip hop and then turning on Drake.
Well, Drake is hip hop.
Stop. Like you say, milk music, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, ain't that what you call milk
It's
music?
it's milk
and
music.
I never heard that term till you
Yeah,
said it, but okay.
It's milk music. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? It's thick. It's fulfilling. It can be used in any form. It can be used in a multitude of things.
That's Steve Harvey. He can host a game show. He can host a.
But that's all he can do, really.
What's that? The Miss Universe pageant. You know, he do
That's
that
a
off.
show. That's all
You
he
know
is,
that
a
off
host.
shit, that B shit. That's his
But
twist.
he get paid top dollar. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing. Like he's a B typical artist that gets
Yeah.
paid a top dollar
Can't front on that. Can't
and
front on that.
everything. So
Again, this is not hate. This is just my opinion. Steve Harvey, you ain't a bad dude. That's not what I'm saying. I just think.
well, ain't a house.
that don't make you a bad dude.
What does it make you? A good dude?
No, I think it makes you safe. You know what I'm saying? I'm the bull. I'm the motherfucker. You when it's me and you, and we on the porch, and somebody run off the porch. You might be the one be like, he need a gun line, boss. I'm the nigga running. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, Mar. You might be the one. Hey, boss, he need a gun line. Don't be that guy, though. I feel like Steve Harvey that guy.
All right. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
and
from
that's why
that
I asked the
aspect, like,
question.
real
and,
shit,
and
man.
y'all chime in the comments of, dude.
And again, I don't hate the guy. I'm not a fan, but he the guy, man. He need a gun line boss guy. That's him. He holding the rifle.
All right.
Hey.
So if you had the power to reverse time,
Oh shit.
who would you give the success to and take it from Steve?
At this stage of his career, because remember, Steve Harvey was doing TV too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you took it back to be right when he was about to get his TV show, that was when he was about starting to pop and everything. That was right after Def Comedy Jam and all that stuff.
Well, to be honest with you, it's funny you say that because Bernie Mac was long overdue for his TV show
Oh yeah.
because he's always been funny. So when you say if I could switch roles, I would pick Bernie there because Bernie really should have had that spot first.
So
You
you
know
would
what I'm
put
saying?
Bernie over Martin?
No, I thought you were talking about Steve Harvey. I'm putting him over Steve Harvey.
I mean, you would put. That's what I meant to say. You put you put Bernie in there instead of Martin. You wouldn't give Martin. I think Martin deserved it more than Bernie. Like he had a show, and then after the show, it was like just Bad Boys, and really, you know what I mean, a couple of miscellaneous movies that he did. You know, Big Mama's House, Blue Streak, and type John. But I think he could have did what Steve is doing now, as far as game show hosting, still being at the top of his success. Because I think he was very witty when he talked to you.
Wait, you think Martin would be good at that?
At hosting?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because he was very witty when you talked to him. Like he had the witty comeback talk and everything that Steve can do, like Martin can do, but he was actually better at stand-up comedy. He was better in movies. Like I would have loved to see Martin have the longevity success that Steve is having.
I don't think Martin would go that.
So
in that lane.
you see Bernie Mac hosting?
No, I see Bernie Mac just being bigger.
You would see him doing good in hosting,
All
hosting
types
Miss
of shit.
America?
All types of shit. Honestly, Bernie Mac was a funny guy.
No, he was very
He
funny.
just didn't have the.
I don't think he had the charisma that
I don't think we know that
I mean, you had it.
because you normally get that later on in career. Because Steve Harvey, remember, he was trying to be like better than Bernie. Bernie, at the end of the day, and I'll take it back to the Kings of Comedy. That was supposed to be Steve Harvey's tour.
Yeah, he was the headliner.
But was you really?
No, because he wasn't the funny one on the tour.
Exactly. So when saying that, some of the resentment for Bernie Mac because he was killing the shit every night. They had a little animosity.
I get that. I know that.
Fact. So when saying that, I think that's really always been there. And understand this: Steve Harvey is the first to go commercial. Bernie Mac ain't really trying to go commercial to the tail end of his career. That's when he got the TV show because he knew if he wanted to get to that level, and that's sustained success because, you know, from a financial standpoint, you know, they pick up them old shows and reruns. They always going to get paid. And now that he passed, his family is still getting them royalty checks from them showing them reruns on Bernie Mac's TV show. So in saying that, when it comes to Steve Harvey, he ain't had no choice to go commercial. But go commercial because he's not a funny guy like a Bernie Mac. Even like Cedric is funnier than Steve Harvey. And Cedric, he all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he all right. But he ain't Katt Williams. He ain't Bernie Mac. He ain't Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? That's the top echelon of the game. Them, you know, them dudes right there. But nah, man, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. I just don't see Bernie Mac in those roles. I don't see Bernie Mac commercialized. I don't see him hosting a show with that charisma. He has a rawness to him that I don't think he could get away. Like, even if you said Cedric, I just said Cedric just don't got the look.
Damn, bro, you be getting personal.
No.
What he supposed to look like?
I'm a big guy. Big guys usually don't put them on TV like that.
Oh, I don't say that, man. I think, hey,
how many? I ain't even gonna say Cedric's overweight. He's like kind of super overweight. How many super overweight hosts you know that you remember?
Shamar, first of all, let me say this, my brother. Don't doubt yourself.
I don't doubt myself.
You can make it, brother.
I think I made it in. I think I made it in life.
Oh shit.
I did well for myself coming from the inner city.
Hey,
you know
listen,
what I mean?
brother, if you want to be a game show host, man, go for it. You got my support, man.
Yeah, I do. But I don't need just workers. You ain't hiring me.
True that. I can't finance that shit, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if you think about it, what have you seen a 4X size host?
Bro,
He's a 4X.
God damn. Well, no.
I'm an XL2X, and I know he got to be 4X.
Not really. I mean, no, but I mean, damn, you really taking it there, bro.
No, I just keep it real because that's what Hollywood looks like. Like I've never seen a super overweight host.
Okay, I just feel like you pulling a layer back, man. Listen, this is a podcast. We can talk about it. You want to go off air?
No, this is the place to talk about it, ain't it?
Don't expose yourself, dog.
This is the only place you talk about it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Cedric had the charisma. He just didn't have the look.
Okay. You know, I don't, again, that's a
big
Martin, view you're looking at.
Martin had the charisma and the look at the time. And, like, I just think if I could switch places, I would put Martin and Steve Harvey.
Well, let me say this about Martin Lawrence. He probably can pull it off. Martin's talented, funny, like you said. But even at the height of his career with the Martin Lawrence show, remember, he had to take a hiatus mentally from the show, especially on how it ended. Sexual harassment claims, and it just got really goofy.
Well, you got to take that out. You know what I mean? Like, of course, he had to deal with it. Everybody had to deal with stuff, you know what I mean? And his was just publicized and everything. Outside of that, I'm just saying I would put Martin there. You know what I mean? Like, I see him as a GOAT of comedy. And I just think
one of them? One of the GOATs?
As a GOAT. You know,
oh, okay.
As a GOAT. I think outside of Eddie, what other black comedian has done what he's done?
All right. Comedy been around a long time.
I know. So I'm saying, like,
start with Red Fox, man. He had a hell of a run.
What movies did Red Fox do that he was starring in?
He had a great TV. He had a couple movies. He had some movies.
Did he start in
the 70s? He was featured. He was black, bro. In the 70s, you ain't
all right,
getting.
So again,
growing up with that, watching that, Red Fox was freaking Bill Cosby in the 70s. Like Bill Cosby was in the 80s.
Red Fox is the man. I just don't think his resume. I mean, you can put it because of the time, but the resume is the resume to me. Like, I don't see him having big movies. I mean, Bill had big movies, right?
But nah, Mar, you gotta look at that era, bro. It was a black man in the 70s. Only black man that was gonna get, and I'm keeping it a bean, that was going to get a leading role was either going to be Sidney Poitier. Fair to say?
Okay.
Okay. Bill Cosby.
Comedians.
These days, I'm just talking about actors. They both. Well, Bill Cosby was both. Bill Cosby had a couple hit movies.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you're saying that was my point. Like,
I'm just saying, you got to look at everybody's body of work when you talking about like being able to really change your style on how you was being a comedian to transferring into a game show host. So in saying that, if I think Red Fox had an opportunity back in the 70s, he could have pulled that off. That's a funny motherfucker. So. See, again, I grew up with it. My grandpa had me on all that.
Yeah.
Later on, Bill Cosby clearly could have did that.
Bill Cosby could have, but I don't think Bill Cosby was a stand-up comedian.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he wasn't a good one.
No, it's not true.
That is true.
Bro, that's not true. You might want to Google that, bro.
No, I'm just saying. I know he did stand-ups. I'm just saying
he was phenomenal,
like,
bro. Like, he was phenomenal. That's to you, Marlon. You can check that. Bill Cosby was a god, bro, back in the 70s, man, early 80s. That's how he was able to transform that into a TV show. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Bill Cosby, to me, was the early Steve Harvey.
No, you thinking about that goddamn Jello. You probably hungry. We ain't on there right now. You eat later.
I think Bill Cosby was the early Steve Harvey. I think, but Bill could act better than him, definitely. But far as how their career were until far as TV.
He can pull it off. He definitely can pull it off. But let's go all the way like up to Martin, like you said. Martin would have to get to a certain point in his career to even attempt that. Martin still can make movies, bro. If he wanted to, like at a faster pace. You know, obviously he got Bad Boys 4 coming out, and there's something else he got coming out. In 24, 2 movies, I think. But he will have to want to transform into that. Like I said, Steve Harvey went commercial. Like, you won't see Steve Harvey in a TV show no more or a movie. He transformed his whole career. He went commercial.
Yeah, I understand.
He put on the different color suits, and he wanted.
I think Martin could have did that too. I just don't think.
But look at their age difference.
Consider that. But I'm saying Martin could have took that path too if he
still can. He's younger than Steve Harvey. That's my point. Maybe when he get over the movies, that part of his career is past, he might jump to that.
I think
if he want to stay relevant.
I think that Martin may be in a position where he don't want to do it. But again, that wasn't the question. I just said who I would like to see in his place. Well, whether they want to do it or not.
Well, yeah, it remains to be seen. But
that remains to be seen.
But let Martin finish these movies because he still make good movies, decent movies.
I mean, all he make is Bad Boy now.
He got another joint out the pop. I told you, he got 2 coming out in 2024: Bad Boys and something else, a comedy.
Okay.
So yeah, it remains to be seen. But I don't think he's nowhere near in his career like doing movies. He's going to continue.
So you're Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey's position, and I'm Martin and Steve Harvey's
position.
Yeah,
I just don't. Bernie Mac, yeah, he was raw, funny as fuck. But again, if you want to say look, the part of a game show host, no, that ain't Bernie because he black as shit.
I don't think he had the charisma. I don't think I think his comedy
Mark,
was a little raw.
You can adjust that.
I don't know if you can adjust that.
Steve did. That's how he got on to be able to appeal to commercial corporations to host the event.
Steve's persona, like Bill, wasn't never raw.
Yeah, they corny as shit. Say it. They the house niggas.
I ain't saying no. They could. Just because you don't cuss don't mean you're not a.
It ain't about cussing.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not just raw. He had clean comedy.
It's about. For me, it's about something at one time you had a passion for. So now you want to transform into something else. So you got to change to appeal to these game show executives, these studios to host their show. That's why I use the word commercial. You got to go commercial.
But
now, I don't think Bernie Mac was willing to do that then when he was alive, but he did do a little bit. That was the only way for him to get the TV show. Obviously, he ain't raw on the TV show and had a good He had a good 4-year run with that.
He was still kind of.
He was funny, bro.
He was funny, but he wasn't commercial funny. Like he was hood. He kept the hood in it.
That's talent. But he was being commercially funny because he's on TV. He had to be.
Just encouraged, but he was still a raw comedian on there. Like
So
his angles was still raw. Like Steve Harvey was never raw. Like outside of the lane he was in, his personality didn't change. Like that was Steve Harvey.
Personality didn't change.
No, that was him from. If you look at,
if
you look at Steve Harvey on Def Comedy Jam to Steve Harvey now, it is the same person. The only difference is the hair.
I don't agree with that.
Only difference is the hair. What changed?
I heard him say raunchy shit. But again, he's on tour doing the comedy shows. He's going to say raunchy shit. But that time is past for him.
And raw is two different things.
Well, that's how you viewing it, Mark. That's somebody's whatever their take is.
Like if you look at Eddie Murphy's Raw, that is raw. That's why it was called Raw. He was raw. He wasn't just raunchy. He was raw.
Okay, but again,
Steve Harvey's persona never really changed. It was the same guy.
Well, end of the day, he's still he was corny then. He's fucking corny now. So that shit don't matter. But if you're gonna sit there and talk about who you just say, 'cause I was like, what? Eddie Murphy? Look at Eddie Murphy. When you talking about transforming, like you said, the perfect example was Raw.
Yeah.
So now he's a commercial movie star. All his shit, honestly,
still raw.
No, it's not, bro. He be making family movies, bro.
I mean, he do make family movies.
But that's my point about being commercial. He transformed. That's what Steve Harvey did.
But his biggest movies is what? Raw, when he was a raw comedian and everything. The only time he wasn't kind of raw was in Boomerang when he was trying to be a smooth, but that was still kind of raw.
Bro, remember the joint he had with the tree every time he talked 1,000 words? Like, he made a lot of fucking when he picked what was the girl? What's the fat lady name?
Norbert. Norbert was raw.
Norbert. Oh, but it was funny, but it was rated PG, so that's not raw. It's rated PG. Bro, my daughter was watching that at like fucking 9, 10. Come on, bro.
I don't know about that.
Bro, that was rated PG. That was, come on, man. Like, you know that was rated PG. That's the kind of movies he's making, which is okay. He transformed his career. He went commercial. But I will say, he ain't corny commercial.
PG-13.
What's it? Really, bro?
Yeah, because PG-13 is different than PG.
Okay, Mar, but come on, man. R is a whole nother level.
So R is a step up.
Okay, but
PG and R is a whole step between.
Mar, that's commercial. Stop. That's commercial, bro.
PG-13. I mean, you got to be you can't be younger than 13.
So I'm wrong. My daughter seen that shit at 9. Norbit, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? Yeah, but again, Eddie Murphy.
They had a lot of sexual innuendos in there.
Okay, it's comedy. Relax.
That's why I said 13. That's why it says 13.
But that still is a commercial movie, which you know is going to get a lot of views, a lot of plays. Because again, Eddie Murphy's funny, but he's not that raunchy, raw like he was in the 80s with the leather fucking pants and shit and fucking V-neck leather shirt. Like, what the fuck is that? But that was their twist then. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't smooth. Like a lot of his stuff from Beverly Hills Cops to was it 48 Hours to Harlem Nights.
But here's the point: do you see the transformation in his career? You have to acknowledge that. You see that, bro.
I mean, yeah, as he got older, I could see it.
That's a natural progression. That's what I was saying about Bernie. He would have dialed it back if he wanted to do that. These dudes are talented. They know how to adjust.
Bernie was already old. Like you talking. Damn. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about Eddie Murphy, who was in it from 18, and you're talking about him at 40, 50. Well, Bernie got on.
Bernie had to get hot. Bernie, right. So that ain't his fault. He was trying, but he got hot late in the game. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay because honestly, when he was hot, well, nobody fucking with Bernie Mac, bro. Bernie Mac's a funny motherfucker, man.
Oh, yeah.
That boy, he was crying, literally crying, man.
He was funny.
And it was like honest comedy. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of movies, what's up with your Jay-Z movie that you said was supposed to be good? And
well, honestly, I'm going to keep it a bean for the American people. I don't pump fake
What's
shit.
The name of the movie again?
Now you trying to put me on the spot, nigga. I work like 12 hours. You got all these questions and shit. Hold on. Book of Clarence, man. I'm back. Book of Clarence.
The Book of Clarence.
Book of Clarence.
You gave me here. I told
Soundtrack's still good, though. I'll be rocking the soundtrack. I'll be rocking. The joint with Kodak Blac and Doja Cat, that's my shit. That joint wham. That joint wham, bro.
Only Doja Cat part is wham.
Oh, Kodak murdered. Oh, stop it.
Kodak.
I forgot you listening to Q102.
Kodak. I'm telling you, Doja Cat killed it.
Yeah, but so you heard it.
I don't. It only was 2 songs, wasn't it? That got released.
No, it's the whole joint got released at one time. They might have been released as singles.
Nah.
The whole album is out. I heard it, and it ain't very. It's all right.
Who else is on it? All I heard is the Jay-Z song and Doja Cat song, and then everything else is the movie. That was trash too.
Kodak Blac, bro. You gonna make me wait 9 minutes for that shit? You told me that too when we went to the concert. So it's funny. I'm going home after the concert. I pulled that shit up. So when this nigga gonna start fucking rapping? I hear D'Angelo with doing his thing. When the fuck is Jay-Z part coming the fuck up? Man, that nigga got on said like 4 bars. I'm like, bro, that's a lot of anticipation for just that. Hove wrong for that. He's still my guy though. But I don't know, man.
So did you see
good.
The movie?
I still ain't see it. Mar be working too hard, bro. Trying to win.
You talked all that.
I didn't get a chance. It's still out.
No, it's not.
Actually, bro, it is so, man.
It's not.
Stop lying.
You
man.
cannot find that playing nowhere. It's done. It was done in 3 weeks.
Bro, stop.
It was trash.
Bro, that wasn't 3 weeks ago when we had this discussion.
No, I said it was done in 3 weeks.
It ain't done. Saturday I supposed to be going.
You ain't going to see that?
I'm going to see that.
Where?
I'll let you know.
You ain't going nowhere around here. That thing ain't at theater
I'll let
no
you
more.
know. I'm gonna reserve you some seats too as well.
It must be at your house.
I got a burner seat.
That's the only place you watching that. That literally got put out of 3 theaters in 3 weeks.
That's not.
I'm a movie guy.
Bro, we on air. Come on, bro.
I'm a movie guy. That thing got put out the theaters in 3 weeks. It was trash.
Bro, it's still early.
But that's because Jay-Z is on my guy.
Bro, don't take shots at Hov, bro.
No,
I got rules,
Jay-Z
bro.
is on the anti-religion thing.
Come on, man.
I feel that energy from him.
See?
Like if you listen to his music since he's been starting to grow the dreads, it's an anti-religion thing.
Okay. Well, listen. Because a lot of us view him as a god. Maybe that's what he on.
Maybe.
Because the bull is fucking brilliant. Can't front on that.
Brilliant and how? Why do you think Jay-Z is brilliant?
First of all, his intellect and his decision making has been phenomenal. How many L's? Yeah, you gonna be a while. How many L's?
Yeah, I don't. So, I know a lot of people that don't take L's.
Okay, but to keep moving through the masses.
Do you think Floyd Mayweather is a brilliant?
Fuck no.
He don't have no L's.
Yeah, you talking about professionally?
I'm just saying.
He got L's. He got L's in life. He can't fucking read.
Nah.
Is that an L?
I don't know. He's the highest paid.
And he got locked up for domestic violence. Is that an L? They not good looks, bro. They not good looks, bro. So they L's. But in comparison, just the way Hov moved, maintained his career, stayed relevant, and had reached down and pulled up people. And which I know you had something to say a few episodes ago. We talking about Jay-Z only do shit for himself. You so wrong, bro.
I'm not wrong. And the people in the comments.
Bro, prison reform?
What did he reform?
It's a law. It's actually for parolees at one time, like Meek Mills, who was stuck in the system.
So when Beanie Siegel needed an address and Jay said no, what was that about?
I don't want to be responsible for a grown-ass man who has shown reckless behavior. That's a responsible answer.
That's what he said?
No, that's what it is. I don't know his quote, but I do know that was his reasoning behind it. That's not his quote, though.
So like I said, if it don't benefit Jay, he's not going to do it.
That's bullshit. I don't agree with that, bro.
Yeah, like when the cards came on the thing, like, hey man, put your name and your thing on the line for this. It's like, nah.
So.
But if it didn't have, it don't gotta come back to me. I can do this without it touching me. If it fails or not, I'll do it.
So when he was sending the jet to go pick up George Floyd family in Minnesota,
Tax write-off.
Like I said, when he was picking up George Floyd family to run them back and forth, as well as Tyler Perry. Again, like, we can take shots at these people up there, but at the end of the day, I think they actually doing more than we are for people.
I never said he didn't do nothing.
But
I just said he doesn't do
like,
nothing that doesn't benefit him.
I don't see the benefit in that. That's his gas
Tax
money.
write-off.
That's at the end of the day. But again, that ain't much. And do you need it? You don't fucking need it. That's
when you got
that's petty, bro.
That is not petty.
That is
when you
petty.
got billions coming in,
That's
you need
petty.
as much write-off as you can.
Okay, but that's petty because number one, he ain't gotta fuck with that. He already got billions and millions. So come on.
It's nothing but a
Mar,
tax
that's
write-off.
petty, man. That's hate. That's more for you,
No,
not
that's
for whole.
facts.
That part is facts, but I'm understand the gesture behind it. He wasn't doing it solely for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's petty. That's
So
nitpicking.
do you think celebrities?
That's hate, bro.
You think celebrities, if they didn't get a tax write-off, do you think celebrities would do it? All this donating?
They would have to tell me because honestly, again, they're violent. They're doing.
I'm just asking. Do you think, in your heart of hearts?
This is a trap question, bro.
No, I'm just
In
asking.
heart of hearts, they ain't gotta touch it. That's what you don't want to acknowledge.
I know they don't.
So you saying because they doing it because it's a benefit to them. Nah, you doing too much. Because you ain't got to touch it. No, bro. So when I help the old lady across the street and she's decided to turn around and give me $5, should I take it because I need it?
No.
Or should I take it? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but it's a tax write-off.
So what?
Right. So if it didn't matter, they wouldn't write it off.
So what? That is fucking apples and oranges.
No, it's not. I think that's the motivation for people to do
that, bro. I don't buy that. People, it's some good fucking people.
No, I'm not saying
it's
not good people out there.
But that's what you're not acknowledging. You rather say that.
No, I said that. I said Jay does stuff, but I don't think he does anything that don't benefit him.
And I'm saying to you, that's not true. That doesn't really benefit him.
Okay.
So tell me how the prisoners and the conditions they was dealing with in Mississippi, tell me how that benefited them when he got pro bono lawyers down there to fight for their rights, bro. When you take innocent shade, like, this man is black, bro. So when you say he don't help, I really don't like that.
I didn't say he didn't help. You keep saying I say he don't help.
But to take any shot, I feel like, hold on, let me say this. This is some real shit to me, and this is really all my opinion. We ain't got many high up on the food chain. Facts. As a race and a culture. So the people that's up there high on the food chain, and I hope to be one motherfucking day, because I'm going to try to pull everybody up. And it ain't going to be for a tax write-off. It's because I give a fuck, bro.
Yeah,
but hold on. So when saying that, the Oprahs, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's, who else got that money like that? The Diddy's and whoever winning at that level, and they Afro-American. Here's my thing. I appreciate everything y'all do when y'all do it. Mm-hmm. I don't think y'all doing it all the time for press. I really think they give a fuck, bro, to some degree. Don't know how much, but to some degree. Jay-Z and Beyonce bailing out writers. Again, it's easy to have something negative to say or have something that create debate or controversy, but we don't acknowledge really what they do enough. Because again, these are choices that me and you making. Do I really want to stop this man from raping this young lady? Or should I just walk by and mind my business? You understand what I'm saying? But if I choose to help that woman, I'm doing it because I give a fuck about that woman, her safety, and all that. So when these guys up here, they decide to pull down and help in some capacity, we should appreciate that. I don't think we should be hating on that, bro.
I don't hate on it. You keep saying that I hate on it. I acknowledge that you do it. I say, but I don't think but I'm a truist. I'm a true realist. Like, I understand the game. Okay. So yes, you can have
you looking for those loopholes in the game.
Every rich person is, brother.
Okay, but from that standpoint, I wasn't on a loophole. I was on the fact that it's a gesture that he don't have to fuck with.
He don't, but he does.
That's what matters to me. So if he do, and it happened on the back end to be a write-off, fuck it, take it, bro. But understand, I don't think that's the motivation, because he don't need that bread. It ain't much. He
don't need the bread.
He need it. He got $2.5 billion. He need that.
Right, and then if you don't write that off, it goes anywhere from from you making 100,000 to 100 trillion. You use the system to your benefit.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna do more if I got more, right?
Okay, but again, if that's how you thinking, I'm not thinking that.
So where was the reform when he had Rockaware? Where was it all?
What you mean a reform? What you say?
Where was all of this when he didn't have $1 billion?
Where was all of this?
Yeah.
First of all, you got to get up to that level.
No, you don't. Now, hold on. Now, you pause me. I got to pause you.
Okay.
You said you got to get up to what? A financial level, or
does helping? Finish. I'm about to tell you.
Does it matter? What do I got to be famous to actually start something?
I can respond to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the whole rundown of the prison reform because I'm assuming that you don't know.
Go ahead.
You know how that shit works. First of all, it was a law they was trying to get passed for a very long time. But understand this, and understand that the world we live in, a lot of shit involves fucking money to influence people. So all the people that's in the judicial system, from Meek Mill's judge at the time that kept denying his fucking parole because it got personal. Like, do you know the backstories on
yes,
how
I know that.
So in saying that, now Meek Mill, he had a couple hours. But what really got the ball rolling for Meek Mill is when Jay-Z, Robert Kraft, Josh Harris, and Rick, and I think it's Mark Rubin.
Rick Rubin.
Rick Rubin?
Or Mark Rubio. Which one are you talking about?
Rubin.
I think it was Rick Rubin.
Rubin. When they rallied around that cause for Meek Mill, because it was unjust.
Yeah.
The judge was wrong, clearly. Nobody argued that. But because Meek Mill was in the system and didn't have the power to fight that, when his billionaire friends came to help, the needle started moving. And the reason why the needle started moving is because the influence that a Robert Kraft have, a Josh Harris have, a Mike Rubin have, a Jay-Z have, the influence became possible.
Yeah.
So when saying all that, yeah, you can say anybody can try to fight that cause, but at the end of the day, it's going to come down to money because that's the way this country works, period. And that's
come from
the
money or influence?
No, it's both. You need both, bro, at that level. Because we talking about judges. If you want the judge to break the motherfucking law, that bag underneath that bench better be big as hell. With a note inside. You owe me one. You understand me? That's the way that shit works. And you know that.
So is it about money?
It's about money, and it's about power, and it's about influence.
So if you don't have money, you can't make a difference.
I can't. Jeff.
I know Jeff can. I'm talking.
Can't make a difference.
So you're saying
unless I got certain people behind me.
So Meek Mills needs to stop because he don't have real money. He can't make a difference.
No, it wasn't about the money. For Meek Mills, it was about the law because he knew.
I know, but I'm just saying Meek Mills is doing his own thing. He has things, reforms and things he want to do too.
This is all part of that. This is the spinoff.
I know, but I'm saying you're saying that it takes Jay-Z type money. So since Meek Mills doesn't have that,
no. It takes influential friends. Robert Kraft is not an influential guy.
I never said that. We talking about.
That's a question.
Yes.
So in saying that, Meek Mill needed them behind him to have influence.
Right. So
to get listened to, because they wasn't listening to him or his lawyers.
So what I'm saying is a person like Meek Mill's status of probably about 10 to 20, maybe $30 million, he shouldn't do anything unless he has the friends to do it because his money don't matter.
What you mean he shouldn't? He tried. He's been
trying. I'm asking you, should he continue? Because from what you just told me,
he still is involved. I'm lost.
I'm asking you because you told me that it takes Jay-Z's type status. Meek Mills don't have it.
It's not Jay-Z status. It's influential friends.
And his friends.
That's the important part of that you got to get.
Right. So in order to get to that status, Meek Mills, I don't think Meek Mills will ever get there, right?
Well, I mean, I don't doubt people, man. I'll give everybody opportunity, but in saying that, only thing that mattered and was relevant is that's the way the game works. That's all that matters. That other shit is bullshit. Only thing that matters, and this is for all of us, to really, if you want to move the needle out here in a way where you're changing something significant like a law, yeah, you need a lot of power and influential people behind you to support your cause. That's the way it go, Mark. I didn't make them rules. You didn't make them neither. But that's what it is.
Okay. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
And it's a real thing. Everything I'm saying is absolutely correct. That's the way, and that's the problem with the United States of America. So when we tell our kids, go to school, study, do the right thing, graduate, go to college, you know what that outcome is?
What is it?
Coming out of college in debt. Broke. Welcome to America. So now the flip side of that, today, if a kid or a young man or a young woman can make at 19, 20 years old, $3,000, $4,000 on OnlyFans every month, they gonna take that route.
Well, women make that.
Don't matter. I said it don't matter. They gonna take that route. $1,000 might be good for it. You know what I'm saying? All depends where they at with it. But they'll take that route. So in saying our values as a country is fucked up. Because what's the American dream?
Our values is messed up.
I said as a country.
Yeah.
So, but what's the American dream? Like, what if you lived in fucking Pakistan? Like, yo, we want to go to the United States, so we can have a better life. You want the house, the single family home with the white picket fence. You want the 2 kids. You want the dog and the cat. That shit's a myth. Would you agree? It don't exist.
It do exist.
It do fucking not, Mars. Stop.
It exists.
No, it don't. Because if we go by that blueprint, we graduating out of college in debt, $100,000 in debt, and you want us to start life. How the fuck do you do that and we start having success at 30, 35, or getting out of debt? Barack Obama ain't finished paying his school loans till he's 48 years old and he was the president of the United States. See where I'm going with this here, my guy?
So, but he was the president of the United States.
But
you got to pay to play the game. So you just want how do you want people to be doctors? Just say they're doctors or to go to school?
No, really what I would like for them to do to adopt some of the things that's going on in other countries like Russia. If you do, I think it's 2 years military in Russia, you go to college for free. Why we can't do something like that?
You can.
Well, and not for free entirely, but here's the thing too, Mar. In Europe, they got 4-day work weeks. Why we got 5?
Well, they work longer hours.
I don't give a shit. I'll work longer hours too. I know I got 3 days off on the back end.
Well, you can't
I give you a 10-hour day every day.
Now, you definitely can't do that in a single-parent household, right?
I'm just saying, but I'm just talking about the way it is in this country. Because
Right.
the American dream, it ain't real.
What country you said this was again?
Fuck United States of America.
No, that works 4 days a week.
This is in Europe. I ain't saying country, just in Europe.
What's their marriage rate?
I don't know, bro.
Right. See, all that factors in, though.
How? You making that? How? What the fuck you mean? Quality of life is better. This is why they passed that shit, bro. Quality of life is better for their citizens. This is why it's like that. That's how it became. Quality of life was better.
Quality of life is not better.
This is why they did it. So you got to tell them that over Europe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because they have a family structure that they can do it.
We don't know that.
We do know that. Statistics tell you that. That's why I say when you make
you been in Europe, like what?
No, I look at statistics. When I do this, I don't just compare it to other things. When I talk off of actual data that I've looked up to.
You be on them off sites, them B sites.
I don't be on no off sites. The problem is y'all don't be on none of the sites. That's the problem. You speak without actually having the whole fact. Y'all only pull partial truths out of certain situations. See? Now when you look at that, you got to
dialogue truths.
You gotta pull out the full facts of
You're the
behind
Googler,
that.
man. You're the Googler.
Why does Norway?
What the fuck, bro?
Because I'm about to bring another. Why does Norway provide free healthcare?
Canada too. Don't know.
Taxes are higher.
Okay, but you know what's fucked up? Richest country in the world ain't doing it. Problem.
Taxes are higher. Do you want to pay more taxes?
Bro, I don't, bro.
Do you want to pay more taxes?
For free health care, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I don't give a shit.
You could do it now.
Listen,
you can pay for your own. You can pay for your own health care and have more money.
We ain't gonna spend this into a conversation where I'm spending more fucking money. It ain't
right because you don't want to do it. That's what I'm saying. If you put a poll out of America to everybody pay 50% taxes, go from 28 to 50 to have free health care, I bet you America will vote it down.
Okay, well, I would love to see that because again, if we doing it as a country, paying more taxes for free health care for everybody, then fuck it, we just got to eat it. But one has to have a vote on it.
They won't do it.
Let's have a vote on it.
They won't.
Won't you get some influential friends behind you like Meek Mill and push this motherfucking law, okay? Free health care for everybody, goddammit.
Yeah.
So you cheating over there, bro. You Googling, you doing a lot,
I'm not cheating. We just had a joiner join in.
Oh man, who that is?
It's a young lady.
Oh fuck no, man.
I think you pronounced her name Josalind Knapp.
All right, handle that, bro.
She's been wanting to come on here. I believe her video is on. Let me turn her mic. Ask her to unmute.
Hey sis, tear into his ass, please. He always killing black women. I love y'all.
I don't kill black women.
Yeah, he trying to cover that shit up.
I don't kill black women.
There's a man with all white on talking about he don't kill black women.
Yes, I do hear you. Do you have your video on?
I'm in the car. I'm about to actually go in the house because that's what I was seeing to Rob that was driving.
Okay.
How you doing, sis?
I'm good. How is everybody today?
I'm Jay. How are you? I'm fine. Fantastic. No complaints.
I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay. I'm Jay. I'm Jay, too.
You Jay, too?
Okay.
Look at that. Jay, too. So I was talking to Rob, and Rob said you had some interesting points of views to some of my antics that Jay calls them.
Get him, mama, get him. I've been waiting on this.
Some of my things. So we wanted to look to have a woman's perspective and everything. So is there anything that you need me to clear up and any questions you had?
What did he say specifically?
Well,
was there anything specific he said?
I know it was when we first started, so I know he said some of my point of views you didn't agree with.
Hey, listen, Jay.
Is he sure that was me?
Oh, it might have been somebody else then. So I don't know. So like I said, he didn't tell me the young lady's name, so it could be somebody else. So and everything. But what do you?
I mean, like I listen, and I think everything is cool. Now, Jay is wild.
Jay is wild.
I can't say that, but
keep it a bang.
But everything is cool from, I do. Now that's one thing I do. I keep it a bean.
Let me ask you this.
But I don't have. Yeah.
You in a relationship?
Yeah.
How long y'all been together? If you don't mind me asking, I don't want to get too personal.
It'll be a year in April.
Whoa. You hear that? You hear that clock behind you, girl? You hear that clock behind you? You got a year left, baby. You're going to have to make a decision.
Nah, I don't think she has to.
Do I stay or do I go?
So here. So what he's referring to is I was telling women that within 2 years, a man knows if he wants to marry you or not. So I told women if it's 2 years, and he doesn't have plans to marry you, you should move on. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll be 52.
Oh, you 52. You're seasoned. Have you ever been married?
Yeah. Right. Yes, I'm a widow.
You're a widow? Okay. Sorry for your loss.
Absolutely.
Thank
sorry
you.
for your loss.
It'll be this year made 70 years.
70? What'd you say?
7 years.
7 years a widow.
7.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How long were you
Thank
married?
But actually 2.5 years.
Okay.
So it wasn't long.
Okay. So
we didn't get
are you looking Are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to being married again?
Yes, because I'm a wife.
Okay.
You wife material?
Right, and it's funny that I know I am.
I hear that. I like the sound of that. That's right, black woman. I got a
know
question
I
for
am.
you. Can I ask you a question?
And I say that because I'm gonna give you this scenario.
All right, heat it up.
The person that I'm talking to now, right? When we first started talking and whatever, it was like, oh, I like you, you like me, let's kick it, let's have fun. My response was, I am a wife. So, I don't mind if you want to go out, you want to date or whatever, but just know I'm a wife. So I'm not going to waste my time. And I don't want to waste your time.
So how much time he got? He a year in, according to Shamar's fucking rules and black awareness.
Right. Now,
you got a year left, sis.
Now, I do not. Now, it all depends on the person and what's going on. Now, I can't say that. And I say that because, like, with my husband, God rest his soul, like, we actually dated for, like, 4 years before we actually got married.
Nothing wrong with that. I applaud that, sis.
But again, you're talking about...
So, and it was one of those things... Go ahead. What were you about to say?
You're talking about dating in your 40s and being married in your 40s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I understand taking your time then because, again, like I was saying in previous episode, you've already established yourself. So now you're looking for people to look for on your level and to compliment you on what you have already because you've done it by yourself. So when I talk about being married within 2 years, I'm talking about younger people building something together instead of waiting into your 40s where you're looking for someone to match your, as women say, your yoke and everything. So when you got married, you were pretty much looking for someone who can mimic your lifestyle, right?
Actually, we were opposite.
No, far as financially and independent and doing things of each other on your own, and not personality.
That's what I'm saying. Well, we were the opposite with a whole lot of things. Like, I was a hairstylist for like 30 years. Mm-hmm. So, being a hairstylist, you don't have medical, stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. So it was like a lot of wherever I lacked, he picked up, or wherever he lacked, I picked up. Correct. So it was kind of like a balance there.
Yeah, so that's what I said. You was looking for somebody who balance you out. It could match your yoke and do. Even though you were fall short, he can match it because he had to be in position to match and help you out to make y'all equal, right? Like you wouldn't have dated him if he wasn't well prepared. As he wasn't financially secure. You wouldn't date no person who wasn't in that position to pick up slack where you lack off, right?
Depending on the situation, because he might have been down for a minute based on his situation. You know what I mean? But just because he's down, I can't look at him and say, well, you down, so I don't want to date you. Right. Like I was always taught, don't kick a man down when he's already down.
That's right, Mama. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Josalind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Josalind. Do you think you was ready for marriage in your 20s?
Was I ready for marriage in my 20s?
Yes.
No.
Thank you. Oh man, can you come in and do a live show?
That's a loaded question. The question really is why do you think you wouldn't get married in your early 20s and in your your middle-aged 20s, like 25 to 27? Why do you think you weren't ready?
For one, you just getting out of school. For me, I can only speak for me. Just getting out of school, you want to live life. You want to live a little bit. You want to explore different things like that and not be tied down to, like, those kind of responsibilities that early on.
Can I translate that for you, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
Life experiences. You wanted more life experiences to build the maturity to get you ready for marriage if it comes about. But were you ready? She just acknowledged she wasn't. And I'm going to say this. A lot of these young women in their 20s, they're not married. Especially if you're coming out of school, you in debt.
That is not, but that is a lie.
But then not only
that. That is, hold on 1 second there. That is a.
See, my. Go ahead.
I just want to rebuttal and understand. We had this conversation last time, so we looked at the statistics. Black women don't marry until they're in their 30s, and usually only 3 out of 10 marry at that.
So point.
She just made my point of our culture takes the time to find themselves and have fun, while other cultures get married at 25 and start building together.
Okay, first.
So everything I talked about last year, she just confirmed.
I don't agree with that. First of all, she going on her own experience. Like you just said.
Are you a black woman?
Hold on. Let me ask her. She said it. Let her.
Yes, but I wanted my own experience because of how I was brought up. Like I was brought up under a strict roof. So it's like growing up, I couldn't really go out. I couldn't really do nothing. So when I got of age, that's what I chose to do. Like, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And then, whatever happens, happens.
But the
But
point...
I needed to get that experience because I know I was sheltered. So it was a lot of things that, like, a lot of my friends, like, having conversations and different things like that, they experienced, but I never experienced. So it's nothing like having an experience on your own.
And were the majority of your friends black as well?
Yeah.
So here's the point I'm making, because I don't agree with nothing he's saying, and I don't know if he's trying to spin this shit.
I'm not trying to spin.
Oh well, let me talk. So, of course, this is her story. Now, your statistics, that's a broad statement.
It is not a broad statement.
Can I finish? Can I talk? So when saying that, whatever those statistics is, it comes down to that individual. Bottom line, like Miss Josalind just said, she wasn't ready. And here's my assumption from what I'm seeing and experiencing out there. They're not ready. So when you're asking a man in his late 20s or early 30s to try to have a relationship and build something with a 23 and 24-year-old woman, the success rate is going to be minimum, bro, because they're not ready. They don't have the life experiences. Tell me if you agree, Josalind. They don't have the maturity. They might not even be ready for that kind of responsibility. So that's a lot, I think, you pitting on that individual who don't even have the life experiences yet at 23, 24, 25. Do you agree with me, Josalind?
Somewhat, but then, you got to also look at, too, like, with certain...
Hold on, you broke up a little bit.
I was brought up in a single-parent household. I was raised in a single-parent household. So, and then you got to also... And then, like my mother never been married. And she never wanted to ever be married.
Mine either.
And she feels that way to this day.
She married now, but that wasn't her interest when she was young. She had me at my mom had me at 15. So you talking about her even thinking about marriage at 23, 24, 25. We 15 years apart, bro. She ain't ready for no marriage. She trying to get her schooling together. Today, right now, my mom is a college professor at Syracuse University. So when you talking about her getting married in her 20s with a child already, number one, I don't see a lot of brothers taking that on at that age, young like that. That's number one. Number two, she need to find herself and invent herself into the woman she wants to be. Because she had an issue having a kid as a minor. Shit happens. That's life. But when you try to base it on statistics, you gotta dial that all the way to the individual. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's course of life is different. She coming from a single parent household. I'm coming from that. You say you went to college, Jocelyn?
No, I didn't go to college.
Okay. So at 23, 24, I'm pretty sure you was more or less just trying to find yourself and have a good time and grow. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
There you go. And I think that's the typical 20-year-old. Who wants to take on that responsibility of trying to be in a relationship, having responsibilities, and building life at 23? They trying to buy the hottest clothes and the hottest J's that's out right now. They can barely afford to pay that car note if they got one.
Just let me know when I'm ready, when I can respond.
Oh, yeah, you got them numbers. Them numbers lying.
The numbers.
And the numbers,
go ahead, Jay. Miss J. We'll call you Miss J.
And then for me, like, I think with my mom, because she had, I think her thing with marriage and all of that, it was because she's the oldest of 8. So she had to raise her siblings. So it was almost like, you know, she had to grow up faster than what she, you know, was allowed to. You know, she had to grow up fast. You know, she wasn't able to have a childhood. So to raise a family, you know what I mean, that she didn't even have, like her own personal family at the time. But these are her siblings, you know, and then to have parents to try to groom you, like, oh, you, like when she got pregnant with me, it was like, oh, you got to marry him. Like, you know, how are you forcing this person to get married do you really know if that person like this person? You know what I mean?
You mean committed?
Like
you mean
other.
Committed to that person?
Committed, like whatever. Because it was just like, you know, they conceived me, but nothing really came out of that between them two. So was marriage ever even considered?
So I don't know how much of an avid watcher you are of the show. So the number one thing that I always say for our culture is we're living out of order. So
we are. I agree.
So do you think that if you were presented a 2-parent household, you would strive, and if it was working, you would strive to be in another 2-parent household, right? If you seen a good,
I would be.
Loaded question.
I would.
It's not a loaded question.
I actually hear what you're saying, and I believe that. And because of me, being raised in a single parent household, I never wanted that for my kids.
Fair.
Because
yeah, I agree. That's all of us.
And that's what I'm saying. Like our culture is living out of order. And then when you say, oh, women don't want to do it, well, other cultures are doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like we push on our culture to, hey girl, live your life while you're young and go out there and have fun, instead of preaching to them, hey, find a suitor and build a family so your life can be straight when you get older.
You made that sound like a guarantee. That's not a guarantee, but you made it sound your life can be straight.
Your life can be straight because you know what? Listen, it's a higher rate of success.
Fair, but
it's a higher rate of success. If most of the time, if you find a suitor, if a woman finds a suitor that a man wants to marry you before you have a kid, even if you get a divorce, you're more likely to have a better relationship at that divorce for your child than having a child by someone you don't even like. Like she said, like you might not even like, you having a baby with someone you don't even know, and that you got to be like, it's amazing that people would justify having a child with somebody and be stuck to them for the rest of your life, that is better than marrying them first. Like, I don't understand that. Like, why would you look so down on marriage when you having a baby with someone that you got to actually be with the rest of your life? Like, you actually have to deal with this person for the rest of your life. So why not be in a relationship that builds to a marriage so that you can at least be understanding, so y'all can be knowledgeable of each other, and each actually have a love for each other, so that if it doesn't work out, you still have a better relationship for your kids. Like,
it's not wrong with that statement, bro.
All I'm saying is, instead of our culture working like it is and saying that's the status quo when it's not, when I give you statistics of other cultures, white, Hispanic, everybody's getting married in a 25 to 27, and then half to 60% of other cultures, women are getting married. Then when you look at Black women, 3 out of 10 only get married. Like, and then you look at it, and then that's what I'm saying. It's not.
No, it is.
You have to start preaching to the community and showing to the community that no, this is not the way. The way the community only gets better is through family. That's the only way. I don't care how much money you put into it. If there's no family there, if there's no family structure there, we doomed. And that's why we can't get out our cycle.
Okay. Chime in on that, Miss Jocelyn.
Well, this generation now, we lost family a long time ago.
Yes,
I know.
And we can't go back. It's not going to happen.
We lost family a long time ago.
Right? Ain't nobody like denying that. But here's the reality, Mark.
You are denying it.
No, I'm talking about that may be better. That's my point. But in reality, right now, that's too far back. We'll never be able to go that far back. It's not going to happen.
It don't have
you
to
can ask
go
us to
that
make
far
better
back.
decisions.
You just have to.
You can recommend that.
You have to start implanting that instead of you saying that all women are not like that. You got to say, women, we have to do better. It takes a J man and a J woman to tell the next woman, be like, look, we have to do better next time. Like, you shouldn't be out here partying in your 20s and 30s and not building something for yourself and having structure when other races are doing it and continuously doing it, and we keep falling down by the wayside. Like, the evidence throughout the past 50 to 100 years is showing you that the less family, the more our community is messed up. So it's up to us to actually start communicating to the younger generation, this is the right way to do it. This is the wrong way to do it. It's not going to change overnight, but in order for it to start changing, you have to change the narrative.
I don't think it's, and again, everything from that aspect, there's nothing wrong with what you're saying, bro. But just understand the current time.
No.
It's just not going to happen. That's the reality of it.
Why? Why wouldn't it happen?
Well, you can't say that it's not going, it can't happen. It can happen, but it's just, a lot of people right now, I feel, need a lot of therapy, need a lot of healing. Because you have a lot of, the younger generation are lost. And I feel like, you know, after our generation, that's when a lot of stuff started to get lost. Because you go into, like, how many people you know when they have kids and based off of how they were raised, are like, oh, I'm not going to treat my kid like that. I'm not going to raise my kids like that.
Everybody say
you
that.
Know what I'm saying? So when they had these kids, now they're allowing these kids to do whatever, be disrespectful, all kind of stuff. So that's how they fall by the wayside, you know? And now they want to be their friend. No, you can't be the friend. Right. You know, you either going to be the parent or like, who you going to be?
Need to be in line.
Right.
With some guidance.
Exactly.
And that's all we can, like, I picture like this, Mar. I say the hope that we do have, instead of trying to just do it with the masses, trying to get that kind of message out there, individually just starting the home, because that's the best shot, bro.
Yeah, but in order to start the home, you have to get the narrative out there. Like, we have to tell our young generation, like, no, build together, because that's the only way out.
Okay, I got another question for you, Joe. You hear me?
If you call me Joe one more time.
I'm sorry, Miss Jocelyn, Miss J. One more question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, say J.
All right, so check this one out. This is one of his. This one of his. Let me put his ass on blast. Take that. Do you think a woman is... I can't even get this shit out. It's so fucked up.
Come on, get it out.
No.
Get it out.
This
Get
shit
it out.
funny as shit. He said his opinion is a woman is ran through at 30 years old.
No.
What did you say? I'm sorry. I'm gonna get the quote right, but I'm more. I'm in there. I'm in the area. Pause.
Yeah. If you tell a woman to go out here and have free sex,
Ain't nobody tell no. Get a quote.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't get an explanation.
No, I'm giving a quote.
What age they come on,
No,
bro.
If you out there this is the question. You won't let me finish it. The question
Wait,
was
let him talk, Jay. Let him talk, Jay.
I'm not spinning it. The question was by 30, if a woman is out here having fun by 30 and her body count's high, she's considered ran through.
But we ain't gonna know the body count as men, correct?
That all depends on the chick.
But
All depends on
okay,
the chick.
so if I'm dating you at 29, Miss Josalind, and I'm 35, and I meet you, and I say, you know, in us getting to know each other, well, how many bodies you got? You gonna give me an honest answer?
No, she's not gonna give you an honest answer.
I would.
But the reality of it, though.
I would, but I can't speak for all women.
Exactly.
Because for one, I was like, even though I might have wanted to be out in the streets, you know, doing X, Y, Z, I was always afraid of that part.
Thank you.
Okay,
You know,
that's fine, but
And Jay and Miss J, why I say that is because when you as a man, like when I'm dating a woman, I can tell if she's been ran through by her conversation. Like she's automatically how fast I get it, how fast she starts to talk sexually to me. All that is a factor in the analyzing of where you can justify, where you can be like, oh, she's a fast ass. And I know that she's more than likely going to give it to me. Like the conversation leading up tells you everything.
No. Because, see, I grew up with all boys. I was the only girl.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was a little scary for me. And that's why I was cautious when it came to that. But at the same time, I could talk some shit now. You know what I mean? So even growing up with all boys, a lot of people thought I was fast, but I wasn't.
So again, we ain't actually, as men, we're not actually going to get a real answer when it comes to body count. Now, my opinion, Miss Johnson, is the body count shit don't matter to me. It's the vibe that we create. You know what I'm saying? I talk. You see what he's doing.
But you know, everybody is different. Everybody's so different about that.
Trying to tell
it may not mean nothing to you.
We all different.
But it may mean something to somebody else.
Now, don't get me wrong. Let me be clear, and I'm going to say this respectfully. I don't want no damn hoe.
Body count matters.
That ain't what I'm saying. So if I meet a woman, she's 29, 30, she might have had 2 relationships. What's wrong with that? That's not a high. Like, what is wrong with that?
Body count.
No, but it's
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, she might have had 2 relationships.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But how many friendships?
That's what I'm saying. We ain't gonna know anyway. You see what I'm saying? Why the balloon? We ain't gonna know anyway, Miss Johnson.
So you're telling me body count don't matter?
I'm telling you, we're not gonna get a real answer.
But I'm asking.
It ain't gonna matter.
Does the body count matter to you?
It's not gonna matter. I'm not gonna have a real answer. I'm not.
It's a yes or no.
So,
no, it don't.
Well,
it don't matter. So if the girl come out and be like, yeah, man, I had sex with 60 guys.
That's different. She revealing herself. Come on, bro.
So then it matters. That's what I'm saying.
That's a loaded question.
That's not a loaded question.
That's a loaded question.
Because no matter the count, it wouldn't matter to you if it didn't matter.
Come on, Mark. If she said that from the very beginning, as soon as we meet, how you doing? I know you checking me out. I know you like me, but listen, my body count about 60, and I'm 27. Okay, I'm good. There's no reason for us to talk.
Yeah, because body count matters.
So
it doesn't matter.
Come on,
you're trying to say
that's a loaded joint.
So what do you consider? What do you consider a hoe?
Who, me or him?
What's your definition of a hoe?
Who, me or him?
You.
Jay or Shamar?
Jay.
A hoe?
Jay.
That's a great question.
Because you said, I don't want to be dating no hoe.
No, I'm saying that because for him, when he talk about this body count.
I asked that question because you said body count don't matter.
It don't. Because here's why it don't matter.
Body count don't matter.
But
so
Johnson,
that's why I'm asking the question. So what is your definition of a hoe?
Somebody who sleep with a whole lot of different men. Like, I don't even really know the answer to that. But the reality is, what I'm saying, Ms. Jocelyn, is we ain't gonna know.
But you see where I'm going with that, Shamar?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not
it's the same thing I
bro,
go
it's
through.
not
Like,
gonna,
he says body count doesn't matter, but then if you say,
first of all,
and then it wouldn't matter if she slept with 100. If body count truly didn't matter, it's like saying somebody, it's like a husband saying, like, I don't care if she cheating, as long as I just don't know about it.
Okay, but here's the point I'm making, because Johnson, make sure you understand me when I say this. There's no way for me to find that out, and you tell me how, because you're a woman. Tell me how I get the actual number of body count to where as though now it's going to give a shit. Because I know I'm not going to get a truthful answer or a real answer. I might as well stop giving a fuck or worrying about it until something reveals itself to let me know, oh, damn, she's a hoe.
Until something reveals that body count matters.
Well,
how you gonna get
that's the whole part of the conversation.
So how we get it? Tell me how we get it then, because maybe I'm missing something. How can we get the right body count number from a particular woman that I might be interested in?
Even if you don't get the correct body count, you should, based off your conversation and what's going on, or like some actions or different things like that, should tell you.
But you just said, but wait a minute, Miss Johnson. You
might be missing some of the signs.
But Miss Johnson, you just said you was talking that talk, but you wasn't really about that neither. Like you said, women just be saying shit, just like men just be saying shit.
The talk and the actions is too.
We don't know her actions. What are they?
Actions with you.
If we never did it, I'm not gonna know her.
Right, we're talking about being in a relationship. Like, when you start having intercourse, like, you know, I don't.
You don't have a legitimate answer on how you actually get the accurate number. That's the thing. That's an assumption if you think she has a high body count. There's nothing
but that's just like you saying body count don't matter until you know the number.
Right, but that's not how you asking it. You should be asking it like this. If a woman has 20 bodies, are you interested in dating her? I'm going to tell you no.
But then body count matters.
That's not how you're presenting the question.
That's
why I said it's loaded.
It's not a loaded question because body count matters. Like, if it came out, a guy prefers to have a woman with a low body count. That's a fact. I don't understand the problem with that.
That's easy.
So then if guys prefer women with lower body counts, what does that mean? Body count matters.
You're not going to have the number. So it's irrelevant.
It is not irrelevant. You can know. You can know because once you get to know that person, you might run into somebody who's saying, like, "Ooh, Jay, she's a hoe." Like, it'll eventually come out. It'll eventually come out. So and subconsciously, every man cares about body count. Every man takes his girl that he's in a relationship like a diamond. I don't want nobody else to have her.
Yeah, I mean, we all do. But again, the way you're presenting this question, and this is for all the brothers out there. If you actually ask that woman that question, if you know you ain't getting an honest answer, what the fuck? You gonna have to find out on your own in some capacity. So when saying that, as time go on, it'll reveal itself.
I've always said that.
But initially, if you sit there and ask somebody, do they want a woman?
I never said ask them.
I said if you initially ask a man, do they want a woman with a high body count? Of course they're gonna tell you, hell no.
Yeah, because body count matters.
But the bottom line is this: you ain't gonna fucking know.
That's a dumb analogy. Of course, you're never gonna know. That's crazy.
I would never know how many men. If I was dating Miss Jocelyn, I would never know how many men she actually slept with and be telling me. I wouldn't know if she's telling me the truth.
I'm not gonna know. You might,
especially if she got her shit together. She know how to play it cool.
You might.
You understand what I'm saying, Miss Jocelyn?
Just because you don't know doesn't mean it doesn't matter.
It matters when you know the actual number.
It matters on everything.
Okay, that's cool. If I knew the number, then you make a decision based on
that. But you can. But you're not making a decision based off the number because you're dating them anyway.
That's my point. That's why now it goes back to all the way what I said is it ain't going to matter what it is because you're not going to get that actual number. But if she reveals that, or go both ways, if he reveals that, of course the motherfucker be like, oh, hell no. Do I want that? They're going to say, hell no.
So, Ms. J, do you have girlfriends who act promiscuous when they're out?
Yeah.
Do you think men can pick up on that?
Yes.
Yes. So
another loaded question.
It is not loaded. So if I'm going out and I can see that how she acts, this is what I'm saying. When you dating somebody, you see how she acts when she go out. You see how she acts around her friends. You see if she's a very promiscuous person when you met her. Guess what? She's probably the more than likely is going to be a high body count. If you go date a stripper and expect her to be not a stripper, what do you get? You can have all the great intentions just because I don't know. You just gotta hope that she ain't out there giving head in the red room.
That's what I said. Hope.
Right, but you wouldn't date her in the first place because you will already understand. You know who you're dealing with. When you date women, you date women to understand. Go ahead, Ms. J.
Let me give you a scenario, and let me tell you if you would date this person or not, or if you could tell if this person is promiscuous or not. Okay? So you have this young lady that has a nice shape, big booty, or whatever it is that you might like, big boobs, whatever, right? She might eyeball you or whatever, try to get your attention. So what she's going to do is, she may not say anything to you, but she might come over to where you are and just basically like flaunt whatever in your face without saying anything. What does that tell you about that female?
It tells me possibly she's a fast ass. I would have to once if I actually took her up and I actually knocked it off within the week, I would automatically assume she has a high body count. Because I'm not special. You just met me.
Right.
So if you did that with me, you obviously did that before. You was comfortable enough to do it with me. That means you was comfortable enough to do it before. So I will automatically assume that she's in the lane of a high body count.
Right. Because 9 times out of 10, you would know that this is how she goes about picking up dudes.
Yes.
Or getting the attention from guys.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Miss Joe, I got one for you. This is a good one, too.
Miss J.
I'm sorry. Yo, I'm glad she ain't here. She might have smacked the shit out of me by now. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't.
Miss J, listen, I got a good one for you. And I hope you ready. You sitting down, right? You sitting down?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the car.
I know, I'm looking right at you. Take that. So listen to this. This is why women, and it's a real one, so you definitely answer this. Let her go first. I don't want to hear your response to this. This is why women do not make the first move if they're attracted to a male. I've heard that from a woman who should say, yeah, I like you, but I ain't want to be the first one to make the move because I don't want you to think I'm X, Y, and Z. I've heard that several times. So it's...
Now, with you saying that...
go
ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Take it. Go ahead. Take the floor.
So now, with you saying that, from what I know, or from experience in people that I know, most of them that say that are the opposite of that.
You saying that, hoe? What? What do you?
I'm just saying. I ain't calling nobody no hoe, but
no.
I'm not saying
no. But you know what though? But you know what though? And now again, we ain't never gonna know, but that's one of the determining factors on why women don't want to be the one to make the first move, even if they like the guy a lot, because they don't want the assumption or the insinuating that, oh, because I made the first move, he gonna think I'm fast or I'm a hoe. That's a real thing. I heard that from.
That's the excuse they give.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't believe that, because I feel like if you're truly attracted to this person and you want something out of that, you know what I mean? Depending on your approach to that person, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay. And usually,
oh shit, here we go.
Usually, this is women don't really make the first attraction, not because you think they're a hoe, because women don't take rejection well from men.
What and these particular women telling me that, again, that's one of those answers like this. This is a woman telling me.
Yeah, but I'm telling you the real reason.
Yeah, I
like women,
him, but I didn't want to because I don't want him to think.
Women don't take rejection well from it.
Well, she wasn't
because
rejection.
it's a self-esteem thing, and it is when you like it just automatically supposed to be. Women like to be the ones who give the rejections.
Okay,
they don't take rejection.
How about when she actually told me it's because she didn't want this brother to think that she is fast or a hoe. So what do we do there, Miss Jocelyn? What do we do there?
It's always outliers.
So, because this woman could have missed an opportunity. That could have been her soulmate.
I was about to say.
That's how it goes. So when we making these statements, man, and I'm getting real report from women saying that I did want to talk to him, but I don't want him to think like this is women saying this.
Okay.
So
it's another woman saying that.
Okay.
But I'm saying the majority of the time. Like I always tell you, it's always outliers in every situation.
But a lot of your opinions, you go with you make that the max though.
It is the majority of the time.
No, but you gotta look at if she's not saying anything or whatever. She doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't feel like maybe she's worth the risk of like approaching this dude, like, oh, I might not be his type. You know what I mean?
Women
Whatever.
don't like rejection.
But
it starts within her.
She don't want to be the one to make the first move.
That could be an opportunity that she missed out on.
That's real. Now you talking my language.
Right.
So I'm more the open type. I'm like this. Fucking go for it. If it don't work out, but don't miss that opportunity. You know, we agree on that, Miss J?
But you got to be, the thing is you have to be comfortable with you first.
I'm always in.
And a lot of times.
You know why, Miss J? Because I don't give a shit.
You may be.
But women are not. Women.
I know, that's why she didn't. Right, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because that she wasn't comfortable doing that.
You think a woman would tell you that she doesn't like to get rejected?
Ain't nobody gonna tell you that.
I know. So her excuse would be, I didn't want to make him seem like a hoe. Like that's a fallback.
I know the girl. It wasn't an excuse. I swear to God, I know this is a real scenario I'm creating.
I'm not saying
the scenario that I'm creating. This is a real story.
Okay.
She said, yeah, but I don't know. He don't never say nothing. I ain't want to be the first one to make the first move. I get that.
Because she's really scared of the rejection.
She don't want to be looked upon as a hoe or a fast ass.
Now,
so
why? Because body count matters?
Now, let me give you something
else. No, because she
looking
really
like a hoe.
The bull. She want to give it a shot. She ain't got no kids even like.
But wait a minute, listen to what you're saying too. He's not looking her way, and this, that, and the other. So is it really that, or is it that she knows that he's not interested?
Yeah.
She said she don't know. That's why she was hesitant too. But at the same time, she felt like it was a double-edged sword because if she do say something and approach him or give him a little hint, you know, y'all get hints. That's what y'all normally do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she said, I don't want to get him the wrong message.
Yeah, because
this is her exact words.
I'm telling you, listen to what you're saying.
Well, the wrong message, right? The wrong message would be her approach.
Right. But that may come with insinuations of because she was the first one that made a move. That brother might think, oh, she a fast ass or has this assumption or something. Well, at the end of the day, they can get past that.
How did she make a move?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what did she do? What kind of move did she make?
Yeah,
like, honestly, you understand what I'm saying? Can I tell you what? Let me tell you what actually happened in this scenario.
Yeah, because what you're saying just don't line up.
I threw her oop. It was my man. It was my homie. So what I did was her was already cool. So she was like, damn, why you don't never? I like, he So I'm like, you want me to say something? She's like, no, he might think I'm this. I said, that's my bro. Let me set it up. Let me throw you a little alley-oop. And I finally did that. But this was like a month in. To which like, no, don't say nothing. And she giving me her reasoning at the same time. To which though I said, listen, you want me to say something? Because the conversation always end up about my bro, but you don't ever want to say nothing to him. So at the end of the day, I threw her alley-oop. Now they talking. Ain't been that long, but I do know it's some dialogue and some numbers got exchanged, and I don't know what's going on now with them, but I did know something was created from that alley.
Yeah, like, well, what was her of saying not being a fast ass? Like, what had this? You don't have to be a fast ass to start up a conversation.
But people assume that though. People assume that, like, bro, that's real.
Are they in the same intertwine? What I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they in the same daily movements? How are they seeing each other?
They in the same building. So when saying that, you know, they see each other. You know, I don't know. Like, again,
yeah,
like
she was afraid of rejection.
Okay,
because if you're in the same,
well, I mean, for you to say that, and this is my homegirl, this is where it get goofy. She telling me the story, but you still ain't buying it. I'm
still ain't buying it because a woman, you're not seen as a fast ass if you go up to her and say, "Hey, yo."
You should talk to more women then, man. Because a lot of them at the end of the day,
they
don't want to be looked upon.
We're talking to one right now.
They don't want to be looked upon. But
if two people's telling you something versus one,
that's what I was trying to tell you.
So Jay.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Jay. So now you saying that's your homegirl and that's your homeboy, right?
Yeah.
Who are you closer to, him or her?
My bro, the boy.
So with her saying that to you, why didn't you ask him how he felt about her first before even throwing the alley-oop?
She asked me not to say nothing.
Yeah, she just didn't want the rejection. Like, all that just leading up to not wanting rejection.
She didn't ask you to, but that's what I'm saying. She didn't want the rejection. That's why she said it. But knowing that she had a liking for your friend, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that it would have been a little bit like to save grace for her to bring up a little conversation like, yo, so and so, what's up with her? What you think about her? You ain't had to say she said anything. But you could have found out how if he was interested or not.
So what you mean?
All she wanted
take data from both of them.
No, all she wanted you to do is set it up. You basically set it up for her not to get rejected. Okay, that's all you did.
Well, listen, I got her story. He ain't buying it. So I don't know what to say.
Because the way it don't line up.
Okay, again.
Like if they work together. You had the opportunity to see if she was interested. She keep asking you about it. It's no different than her asking the guy. If she comfortable in asking you, she comfortable in asking
Bro,
you.
I used to ask her. I said, why you don't say nothing?
Because she didn't want the rejection of it. Because that's just the fallback on.
Hey, well, listen, it's her story.
But I think it's deeper than that because if they in the same building and they see each other, it's obvious that he probably wasn't looking in her direction.
Yeah,
but she was looking at his.
Absolutely, and when a guy's not looking in your direction, a woman doesn't want to do that because they're afraid of the rejection.
Exactly. So that's why she came to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the middleman through the alley-oop.
Right. She's trying to see if y'all having conversation about her. So, you know what I mean? If you would have said something
he never asked about her.
He asked about
he never asked about her.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that right there says that he wasn't interested.
But guess what?
He wasn't on her radar. He might be interested. He wasn't on her radar because he probably didn't know
that she was interested.
She wasn't. That's what I said. So
I was the middleman. Like I said, I was at the end of the day. I did a favor. I threw the oop. You know what I'm saying? I know they having conversations now. I don't. I ain't. Really
I hope they get married soon.
I don't know about all that, bro. I know my bro. I know my bro. I don't know about all that.
All right, she just gonna get ran through.
All right.
Look,
see, I didn't say that.
Now look, now he's setting her. Now you setting her up to get ran through.
I didn't say that. Listen. I'm hoping for the best, but it's none of my business. I did my job. I threw the oop. I'm out of there.
That's not what I just heard. That's not what I just heard.
Listen, I might end up being the best man if it do happen. This is a win-win from that aspect. So it's cool. See what happens. Let it play out.
You ain't gotta clean. You ain't gotta clean it up now.
Let it play out. I don't know.
Let it clean it up now.
But
oh my goodness.
Jay, I appreciate you tuning in and checking in with us. And I appreciate everything. I loved your conversation. I loved how you brung a woman's perspective into a lot of things that we doing. I love how you agree with me on most of it.
Bullshit. That was Katt, bro.
And everything. So,
Miss J, you ain't buy that shit. You better get your money. You better get a refund.
so yeah, I definitely appreciate you taking
Don't
the
be
time
like that.
and taking time out of your busy schedule to reach out to us.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Call again, Miss J.
Listen, I have these conversations almost every day in the lounge.
Well, listen, you can have them once a week right here. Hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up.
Real talk. Hit us up, Miss
right.
J.
I got your number. I'll lock it in the phone.
Appreciate you. Tell your friends.
Okay.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell
I
your
sure
friends
will.
too. All right. Thank you, Miss J.
I sure will.
Good night.
All right, you're welcome.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was cool. We got a woman's perspective. We needed that.
Definitely.
That was love. That was love. Miss J, shout out to you. Let me give a shout out to, man, Jess Hilarious, man. She became the co-host of On the Breakfast Club, popular radio show, of course, 105.3 FM New York. Getting that third seat is a big deal. That was Angela Yee's former seat. So for her to get this opportunity, 31 years old, black woman, actually pretty funny, kind of funny.
Is
good
Jess
look.
hilarious?
I mean, she all right. You know, she ain't, you know, I'm saying she deserves some kind of,
She's been putting in work.
what kind of work, Mark? Damn, what kind of work you
No,
would
she's
see?
been putting in her comedy work.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you meant other kind of work.
Yeah.
You know how you is with these women.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to just give her a shout out, man. Wish her well, a lot of success, but we should acknowledge that, bro.
One other thing I want to acknowledge too.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to Kanye West. I see you, big guy. You're doing what I wanted you to do when Adidas parted ways with you. You just dropped your Yeezy pods. I like them. I might cop them. Stepping out, going against the machine, and
Takes courage.
Takes courage. It takes
Matze.
It takes talent and it takes vision. So you know what I mean. I hope you do. I know you got a little rough launch with the shipping and everything, but
It's cool.
I like this. I actually like the little sock Jones. You know what I mean. I might cop them myself.
He on his way. He on his way.
He's on his way. Just starting out. So definitely. Did you see him?
I seen the sneakers, but you know, I'm just glad he pulled it off.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, I don't wear Adidas.
Well, it's not Adidas.
I wear Yeezys.
Yeah. So is
But I would buy it just to for support purposes.
yeah. That's why.
Might not rock it, but just to have it.
Yeah, just to have it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
with
I
that.
plan on doing. Because like I said, it took I was telling everybody, like, he has the brand. Like, he has the brand recognition. Like, all he has to do is just get the right distributor and everything. And even though, like, I heard the first shipping wave is a little rough,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
it's expected.
gonna be.
You know what I mean? Because he's
The
not
end result
partnering.
matters.
The end result matters. So if you go out there, the Yeezy pods are out there. They're like socks, sock shoes, and they come in 3 sizes, I think.
But this is what I was saying, like when he released the music, that I'm hoping that music be part of the comeback, like the sock.
Some
shoe
people are
sock
saying
is.
some people
I'm
are saying
hoping.
that CD, the Vulture CD, is a surprise bonus in when you buy the socks.
Okay, but I'm really hoping this is part of his comeback. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, that's your brother. Like I said, his impact on the culture still is big. Perfect example. But in saying that, these one of the guys we need to be pulling and rooting for. He did go against the machine. They tore his ass down. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
They fucked him up, bro, overnight. So, but to see him reinvent himself, that's what I was hoping for. And I'm looking forward to him to keep expanding on his shit, man. Because
And
it's there.
when I say machine, I'm talking about Adidas
Yeah.
in general. I'm not talking about any community or
Well,
thing
I was
like
talking about everything. He
I'm
took
talking
an
about
L, bro.
because you know what I mean. Like you do when you're in that position, you do have responsibilities.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Well,
to
when
your
you
business.
got ties with that many, yeah, you got from a culture standpoint and from a corporate standpoint,
Yeah.
you have responsibility.
You have responsibility.
Yes, you
So
do. Now that you independent though,
even though it's a country where you allowed to say free things, you do have, when you in business like that, you do have to be mindful of certain things. So
you're in partnerships.
Yeah, you're in partnerships. So like I said, when I say the machine, I'm saying that I think Adidas shouldn't have cut ties.
Come on, man. Let me get. I gotta get a Kanye West. Can I get a Kanye West moment? Jesus. Take that.
The Yeezys. You know what I mean? And like I said, standing strong and pushing through it and releasing on your own accord. Kudos to you, big guy. You know what I mean? Like, I might not agree with everything you say, but I do.
Yeah, I ain't about that right now.
I do want to see you succeed in business and your vision, because you have vision, and like
that he do.
You to put it to use and everything. Now, what you doing with your lady friend though is a little weird for me. But.
Okay, I see. This is where he always go left. I told you couldn't trust his ass.
I'm just saying the things I don't understand.
Where
that,
there's good, there's bad. That's Mar.
Like,
hell of a guy.
Hell
of a fucking guy, man.
Kudos to Kanye West, man. Dropping your Yeezy pies. I'm gonna cop some. I'm gonna go a size down. For me, that's the word on the streets. I'll probably be rocking them whenever I get them.
Springtime, bro. And that's when the weather break. Bust out the new shit. Congratulations, though, Mr. West.
Yeah. And thank you to Miss J for tuning in again and jumping on with us and having a conversation with a woman's point of view.
Hey, Miss J, bring some more subscribers, Miss J. Help us out.
Yeah.
We trying to finance this project. We trying to be courageous like Yeezy.
Yeah. So that's another wrap for today. This is the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. Remember, nothing is out of bounds. And tune in next week.
Black and white.
Black and white.
Y'all already know what time it is. 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 Y'all already know what time it is.